This is a 2018 Volkswagen Golf GTI. But it is no ordinary Volkswagen Golf GTI, as it's my Volkswagen Golf GTI. And in this video I'm going to show it to you all, introduce you to it, and decide whether or not it could potentially be the perfect car for Ireland. So let's get started. Bloody hell. The performance of this car is just something else. Like, I know some of you might be going online and saying, oh, it's just 230 horsepower. But you don't realise how much power that is when you live in Europe and when you actually experience it. It genuinely is a lot of power. Arguably too much for these Irish roads, but I honest to God think it's brilliant. Let's put the foot down there, and I'm going to slow down a little bit just to make sure I'm on my best behaviour. So let's get started about the Golf GTI then. Well, we all know that it is the original hot hatch. We know almost 50 years ago now that the Golf GTI has been with us. It is one of the most iconic hot hatches ever made, from the golf ball gear knob to the red mascara trim at the front. Yes, I refer to it as mascara because it's in the headlights and the headlights like the eyes. But anyway, we know that Volkswagen, they had a fantastic base to work with the Mark 1, and they just continued working towards the Mark 2, 3. They kind of hit rock bottom with the Mark 4, so I'm told. But once those things are tuned, they're amazing. And then they went back to their return to form with the Mark 5, and the Mark 6 got even better, but was oddly ignored for some reason. Mark 7 came along, people thought that was a new peak, but then the 7.5 comes along, which is what this is, and it just pushed the envelope even further. It is genuinely, this is peak golf. Why have I bought this car? Some of you might be asking. Well, truth be told, I wanted one. With the whole electric generation thing, I figured that I wanted something a little bit more fun if, Lord forbid, my next car ends up being electric. I wanted it to be, just have a little nice sending out. And that's why I settled on the Golf GTI. Granted, I originally was going to buy a Mitsubishi Evo 8, but the insurance company had other ideas. Plus, I had a Golf beforehand and I absolutely loved it. It was a car that made me realise just what made golf so special. And this is just fantastic, honestly. So what do I plan to do to this car? Well, in terms of mods, some of you, is probably the big question. I'm not going to do anything to it. What? What the fuck? I'm going to leave it as it is for a good while at least, as I have a warranty, and I kind of want to figure out what the car's weak points are. But once the warranty runs out, and if I get enough hype and attention from this car, then I will consider doing some mods. Ideally handling mods, just to improve the handling just a little bit, make the car a bit more precise in the corners. But I want to prove to everyone that this is the perfect car for Ireland. Everyone, people my age, they buy 3 Series BMW diesels, Audi A4s, A6s, 5 Series. It's like, don't get me wrong, they are all fabulous and great cars, but there's nothing special about them. They're just, it's very boring. I don't see the whole kind of hype around it. Like, I'll buy those cars when I have a wife and family, hopefully one day. But if you're on your own, you should be buying the car for yourself. You shouldn't be thinking about other people or other things. Sure, I'm probably gonna have a nightmare trying to sell this thing, but I don't care. I honestly don't care. I'd rather have the fun, interesting car than just the boring German saloon. The way this car just does everything better. When you want it to be a normal hatchback, it will be a normal hatchback. If you want it to be a Lamborghini Aventador, it will be a Lamborghini Aventador. It knows how to do everything. And that's why I just think it's the whole Swiss Army knife of vehicles. Bottom line is, these are fantastic little cars. And I've decided for this series, I'm going to talk about things that happened to this car and just tell little stories. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, I'm going to leave my 2 Instagram accounts as well as my TikTok down in the description below, like I always do. just so you can keep up to date with these things. Let's give it some beans here, folks. Whoa. Look, I know some of that's like a sound actuator, but you know what? I love it. I think it's great. It just adds to the experience without being too much of a plonker, if you get me. But yeah, other than that, I would just like to say, if you're interested in that, and among other things, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button, share with your friends, and we can all talk about this amazing car. And you can keep an eye on it. And if you have any future events, if you know any owners clubs or anything like that, for as long as it doesn't take part in anti-social stuff, because I'm a man of class, I would love to know about them. So leave them down in the comments below. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok. With that in mind, I hope you guys like the car. I hope you guys like to see more of the car. Hope you like this video, because if not, then I've wasted all my money on this GoPro and this car as well. But with that in mind, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very, very, very soon. Goodbye.